Hello everyone and welcome to my first Divisional review for WARNO. In this video we will review the Territorialkommando Sud, each tab and units, its strengths and weakness. Before we start, let's talk about Territorialkommando Sud itself. Territorialkommando Sud means Southern Territorial Command in German, and each commanding unit has commanded rearguard units such as Heimatschützen located in southern parts of West Germany. They were composed of units in Centag and South-Tag, and they also cooperated with France and other NATO nations, hence they have support from other nations' troops. Their job was to defend rear sectors from packed incursions such as heliborne and airborne assault, while supporting the irregular troops in case of packed invasion. Light and information for division. Let's start with the logistic tab. Territorialkommando Sud have 3 1-point slots, which can be a strength. They have Unimog and Mancar the supply truck, UH-1D and CH-53G as supply helicopter. They have Iltis commanding jeep, M577 command vehicle. They also have access to Pelt Depot. Logistic tab of Territorialkommando Sud can have this strength: 3 1-point slots and average supply troops. Other than that, it's not an important tab. Next, infantry tab. Territorialkommando Sud can have access to these troops such as Green Beret Reader, and Aeromobiles and Commandant Aeromobiles supporting troops. All special troops, if you may. They have also access to Jäger and Pioneers regular troops, along with Heimatschützen, G-Sharons, Lizard Pioneer as reserve troops. They have supporting troops like Feldjäger for military police trade, which can be very helpful if you choose to use Heimatschützen or Lizard Pioneer over regular troops, and some towed weapons such as Milan 1, M40A1 and Milan 2. Territorialkommando Sud infantry tab have this first and foremost strength: the Green Berets. They can advance deploy as they have airborne trait, and they are also very strong units compared to enemy or the regular troops, since they have large veteran field, 12 men in case of reader unit. They can make your early game very easy. Next, strengths in Aeromobiles strong AT support. They have Oculus, which provide 21 penetration, making them very great support troops for other regular troops. They have real and third strengths can be access to regular troops such as Jäger and Pioneer. Well, it's self-explanatory. They can sustain Rhine, provide support, and they will excel in all-rounder. Lastly, they have access to reserve units, which can provide quantity over quality. Feldjäger will be essential if you choose that tactics. Infantry tab's weakness can be non-existent IFV, which they don't have access to IFVs to support the infantry troops. They don't even have APCs as transport other than Jäger. Well, that's enough for our infantry tab, I guess. Next, artillery tab. They have 3 1-point slots in artillery tab, which can be very nice. Like this, you can have three veteran SP mortars and SPGs, while not using excessive activation points. In artillery tab, most of the units are towed weapons, which have harder controls compared to self-propelled ones, and they have M110 as SPG support, which can provide very heavy artillery support. They also have 120mm Panzer motor, which can be easier to use compared to towed motors. Artillery steps weak strength can be 3 1-point slot. And yeah, they have self-propelled guns, which can be some strength if you say. Their weakness is they don't have SPG that can fire sustained shots. They only have 203mm artillery, which have very short salvo ranks and low rate of fire. Other than that, it's not bad tech. Next, tank tech. Territorialkommando Sud, since its reserve command don't have access to better, stronger tanks such as Railpad and Railpad 2. They only have M48 and Jagdpanzer as gun tanks. Still, they have Milan and Milan 2 sub-vehicles, which can be very useful to engage enemy heavy tanks. Tank tab of the Territorialkommando Sud have these strong points. First, spammable tanks. In theory, you can have 12 and 18 tanks and 2 command tanks and even 12 cannon Jagdpanzer, if you can say that is a tank. While it's not that important strength, but it's nice to have some well spammable things. While it's weak, but strength in number, and in case of M48 and cannon Jagdpanzer, kinetic energy can be helpful to engage enemy units. Next, Milan 2 spammable Milan 2s. They can have 8 Milan 2 units, which can provide very excellent support in engaging enemy tanks. You can have even Blah Milan too. Tank tech weakness is weak tanks, very weak tanks. Since they only have access to M48, they don't have edge in tank combat. You have to fill that gap with Milan series or nice tactics. Next is reconnaissance. Reconnaissance tab is very weak point of Territorialkommando Sud, since they've only 1-point slot, only 5 slots, and most of them is very expensive. Still, they have access to AMX-10RC recon vehicle, which can provide fast and strong tank gun support. They also have Jäger B1, which can provide very strong anti-infantry support. Recon tab's strength can be these 2 units, Jäger B1 and AMX-10RC. Maybe Jäger Aufklärer can be a strength too. Other than that, it's very not nice tab. They mostly have expensive slots, and most of the units isn't that great. Still, they have exceptional optics unit and strong recon units to fight against enemy. So, an AA tab. Since Territorialkommando Sud have support from many AA sites, they have Lowland, finest AA unit of the West Germany. They also have IHO. Other than that, they have Fliegerpaus, Bofors, and FK-22 20mm AA. Their strength, AA tab strength is Lowland and IHO. which is very strong AA units in game. They also have access to advanced deployable 20mm AA truck, along with long-range 4-pulse 40mm AA gun. They also have chip slots, many accessible and many availability. Weakness isn't that much. Next, helicopter tab. While they have 2 1-point slots, they don't have access other than gazelles. Helicopter tab strength is that units exist. Other than that, it's all weakness. They only have gazelles, which have very low health points, and they don't even have rocket support. Air tab of the Territorialkommando Sud is very decent. They have support from French air troops, and even F-111F from US Army. Their strength can be hurt. LGB bomber that is very strong against enemy tanks or important units, and Mirage that can provide long-range anti-air support. They also have some very high available bombers too. Yes, also they have 3 1-point slots in this tab too. That can be a very strong point. Anyway, let's fill up that and light. Just a second. I'm going to fill this gap. Anyway, in conclusion, Territorialkommando Sud can be a very excellent support deck or defensive deck. They have access to nice artillery units and very strong AA tab, and their infantry tab can make all games very strong. They have spammable reserve units, or have some regular troops. Their tank is less than mediocre, but it's not bad. It's better than 35 VDV still. You should fill that gap with nice tactics or many ATGMs. Recon tab is weak, but they have strong units such as Paltrum LB1 and AMX 10RC. In conclusion, infantry tab of the Territorialkommando Sud can be a very strong point, while tank tab is very weak point, and recon tab and helicopter tab being even weaker point. Artillery tab and AA tab can be a excellent in case of AA tab, and decent air tab. Well, I guess that's enough review for the division. Anyway, since if you want to use this deck, which is very unpopular said by Eugen, you should utilize green barrels and automobiles very well, along with heavy AAs too. Air tabs, LGB bomber, and large access to AA support can be a very nice supporting point. Tank tab is not that great, but you can have spammable tanks and spammable millet. You should be very careful when you are using recon tab units, as they don't have enough availability. Helicopter tab is better to have. Helicopter tab is not that great, but you can have some helicopters if you want. Well, that was review of the Territorialkommando Sud division. I hope this video helped you well, and that was it. Last 14 out, and this is end of video. Have a nice day, everyone.